Phasmophobia released their new map, Nell's Diner, and R.E.P.O introduced 10 new monsters. We're going to talk about those, the good and the bad with those updates. We're going to talk about Deathwatchers and Imposters Halloween event. We finally played those. We'll review that. And Zoth reviews some indie horror games that she played.
Welcome back to Lil Zoth Horror Podcast. As always, I am Lil P, joined by Zoth. And Zoth, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm good. Glad to be back recording a podcast.
I know it's been a minute. I think I don't know, you didn't have your birthday yet last time we recorded. I don't think.
It was before my birthday. Yep.
Man, time flies. Yeah, how did your birthday go?
It was a lot of fun. I had a really great stream and I got a lot of fun presents.
Of course, selfish. Caring only about the presents. Well, yeah, well, since then.
I got a lot of good games.
You did?
As gifts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. Which one did you get again? Do you remember offhand? You're like, there's too
many. Walnut gifted me Dr. Viscera, which I played the demo for. You saw me play the demo. And Skulls got me Cryo.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to check that out on stream.
Yeah, I should probably get...
At some point.
Get that one. And I think... You're going to leave out the game that I gifted you, of course. You were like, you gifted me something? I don't remember that.
Wait, what did you get me?
I know, I feel so loved. I feel so special. My gifts were obviously super important. I gave you Among Ashes. Among Ashes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I had that. Yes, thank you so much for that. I will play that also on stream at some point.
Yeah, so you get to experience that game, which is a very unique and interesting game. And then we'll talk about it more here. I know I talked about it some, I think, when we were previewing what was going to be on sale. Which, I don't want to say that I'm Nostradamus, but I think almost every single game we talked about actually ended up being on sale.
Yeah.
If you missed that episode, check it out. These games will likely be back on sale in another month for the winter sale. So, be my guess. I think the only one that wasn't was The Other Side. I don't think that one went on sale, surprisingly, but that's a really good one. Another really good ghost hunting game. But R.E.P.O is actually free that weekend. It was right after their last update, which we're going to be talking about, and Phasmo's brand new map came out this week. So we'll mainly talk about that because there was nothing else that really changed with that update, surprisingly. Unless there's stuff they shadow changed that I don't know about, but I don't think so offhand. And we're going to talk about some other things. And if you are new here, we talk about gifts people give us, obviously, all the time. That's all that it is.
No, we talk about indie horror games.
Yeah, indie horror is our primary specialty. I mean, you'd say, well, Kinetic is like millionaires and Semi-Work probably millionaires now, but true. But they weren't to begin with.
They weren't when we started.
Yeah, well, Phasmo might have been, maybe. Well, when we started this podcast, yes, but when they started,
yes,
no, that they have grown and really a standout in the scene, really with them, especially on console now too. I feel sorry for the console players out there. Shout out to Nelson, who listens to this podcast a bunch and stops by the stream, and he plays like only on console, and I'm like, God damn, I gotta realize everything that we say to might not be able to, but I might not be able to check out. But hopefully that didn't. I missed the news. I saw people talking about, is Steam coming out with a gaming console?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
is that what it is?
We don't know the price yet, and everybody's a bit antsy about how much it's going to cost because the specs are pretty good, and it is basically a console. It actually is a console. They call it a PC for the living room or something like that, but it's a console.
Which is very, very cool. Now, I have a Steam Deck that I play quite a bit on the go, and I love it. I've had it. I don't know. I think, has it been 2 years? And I got it for Christmas either last year or the year before. But it's been awesome. Love it. So I'm sure the console thing's gonna be big. Price is like the main thing where I think somebody said, which I'm sure it's outlandish, that Xbox was gonna cost like $1,000 for their new console, where it's like nobody's gonna pay that. They're just gonna get a PC at that point, because I think that's the thing with consoles is you're looking more at ease of use, quick of use, a little bit cheaper. But we'll see. I think that's a cool thing though for Steam, because of course it's
Absolutely.
that's going to be changed, because a lot of a lot of these indie games we play, I can't play on the Steam Deck because they're not like gamepad or controller adapted, I guess.
Right.
Not really. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. Optimized, yes, I think that's it. They're not controller optimized or optimized for controller. It's more mouse and keyboard. So some stuff you can kind of get by with. To be fair, I was super stubborn when Phasmo was not controller friendly, and there's still kind of I still play it on controller, but recording stuff and trying to move around and hold like the activate button and then to do other stuff, it can be a pain in the ass. So there is that. But we're not here to talk about any of that, even though we just did. We're going to talk about games as well. But it could open up a whole new market for people to check out these games. So who knows? Who knows? But REPO's update came out on October 30th. They introduced, I think it was 10 new monsters into the game.
Yep.
And they added a new mechanic, which I think we can get to as well. And those were like the main changes. They did add some new items, I think, on all the maps. They changed up the museum a little bit, I think.
Yeah, there's new rooms.
Correctly. Yeah. So I can't remember if they did that when they fully released the museum or was part of this.
Well, what I've noticed this time is that there's rooms where it looks like humans have been camping. That's something that hasn't been there.
Yes, which is kind of weird for a museum, I guess. But maybe it's like abandoned. That's what they're going for.
Well, the graffiti was talking about, surviving humans before this. So they were dropping hints about there being actual humans around the museum area with the graffiti that they had. But I think it's cool that they added the human camps around that map too. Very interesting. I like the lore. I like that they're creating a whole lore and revealing different parts as it goes along. I like that. It's fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. Of course, I don't think I've encountered all of the new monsters.
Me either.
Because I know that there's one with like a roulette wheel. I haven't experienced that one. I don't know if you have.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was when we were playing. You probably didn't see him attack me.
Oh, I would never miss anything attack you.
I haven't seen all of them.
So I guess we'll start out talk about some of the good with the update, and I think it was a good update overall. Usually with the REPO stuff, I really don't have like a lot of negatives to say. They did come out with a patch like on Thursday or Friday. Didn't really change too much. I think they changed a little bit, which is like the one thing that I'm not like the biggest fan of is the whole wall climbing thing. It sounds way cooler than I think the execution of it, which I think they're trying to fix to make it a bit better. But
I hope so.
I think
that was a big letdown in my opinion.
Yeah, like it sounded kind of interesting because they introduced it in one of their dev logs, and they were like, you can use this to scale walls. So they said like you maybe can like lay in wait for a monster up there and then like take it out when it comes by, or to hide, or really they were like, we're curious to see how people are going to use it really. And
right.
From the hours that we've played, I've not used it at all, and I haven't really
No.
thought about where it would have benefited me to use it.
Yeah, I think a good demonstration of what they think is possible with it would be good because, as far as I can tell, it's very weak. Just like the I forgot the name of it, but the fairy wing thing.
Yeah,
We never use it.
and that's what I was gonna kind of compare it to. Is like just like when they introduced the wings, like tumble wings, maybe is what it's called. I don't know.
Yes, tumbleweeds.
I couldn't really think of a use for it. There was like a decent use for it to where you could like fly up really high and stuff, and then they nerfed it, and now it's like, okay, not even useful. And I
Yeah.
think I had mentioned it when we were playing, and it's like over the year, it seems like they want to try to get away from people rushing strength as their first skill. But they've literally not given a reason to not rush strength immediately.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's just like and so instead of like fixing it, they introduce these new skills, which makes it more of a pain to get the strength that you want.
Right.
And I don't, where it's like, well, I'm not going to buy this stuff.
Right.
I'm just going to save
It's just a clutter in the shop. It's just clutter. And then you have, if we're talking about the bad parts of
Might
the
as well.
update, the loom.
Well,
We have to talk about the loom.
we do have to talk about it. That's probably the
What
biggest monster.
what an annoying, especially if you're trying to play solo, because once she targets you, she'll find you. It's practically impossible. I don't have any idea how to avoid her at all.
I think the thing is, which I'm sure a lot of people here play Phasmo as well. So, of course, people kind of compare it to, it's kind of like a Banshee and a Dio.
Right.
Where it'll target the player and then keep coming after him. And the monster, you can escape it kind of easily. And I think that's the thing you're going to have to start switching the gameplay for, I think. So if it targets you, you're just going to have to like keep going, not hide.
Yeah.
Get away a little bit and then, take care of what you have to. That seems to be more of like what they're trying to do with that, because where it came into play, where it kind of like clicked for me was when we were playing a few days ago, and we had done all the extraction points and we were waiting for people to come back to the truck, and I was a target then, and it's the last like the extraction's already done. We're just trying to get back to the truck and leave. So you don't really want to be out. You want to try to hide, but you can't really hide with the monster. But I was able to go like from the truck, jump around it, go back into the place, which we were playing mechanic, which feels weird to actually call it that. People who watch it know I call it McJank the Stank. But yeah, so I had to go into the map a little bit. It would turn around, come back for me while I was waiting for everybody else to come back to the truck so we could leave. But it never got me in anything. So I was like, okay, so maybe this is how you do it. You just got to run around it. Just keep going. Don't worry about it because it's going to come. Like, that's the way I think you kind of have to deal with it. Now, it's going to be harder where you have more monsters that could kill you while you're trying to do that.
True.
In the
Especially
later maps.
Huntsman or something like that.
Yes, but by that point, you might have access to weapons or other stuff to kind of take it out. So I think that's the kind of way to deal with it.
Okay.
It's creepy. It's definitely scary, but yeah, I didn't hate the monster. I'll say there's probably not a monster. If I was gonna straight up hate a monster, I hate the tick. It's so annoying to deal with.
Yeah, he's annoying.
And it's like if he latches onto you at all, you're like you're a goner if you have less than 100 health. And so that's kind of the one that I probably didn't like the most. I don't know what else. Like
The oogly kept getting me.
which one was
He's
that
the
one?
green one. He's up in the sky and he'll pick you up and like fly around with you. And you don't even see him. Like, you know how the eyeballs will get you? It's the same
Yeah.
concept because he's up in the
Okay.
sky. He's pretty brutal.
I haven't seen that one. That one does sound annoying. I haven't dealt with a few of these. Head grab. I don't remember him. Heart
I haven't seen
hugger.
him either.
I haven't had
Gambit.
that.
That's the one with the spinny wheel.
Yes. Cleanup crew. Do we have that one?
Cleanup crew. No.
I don't know what that one is. Loom. We've obviously had. Which one is the one with the balloons? Birthday boy. Birthday boy. Okay. And the Elsa. There's Elsa, the dog. Kind of like the opposite of the duck, where you don't want to touch it. You do want to touch the dog. At least I'm guessing, unless I'm just doing this. You know, it seems like it gets angry, then you got to pet it to calm it down. Then it get angry again, so then you pet it again. But overall, I mean, I like the monsters. I think it adds more.
Yeah, it reminds
variation.
me of that. The dog reminds me of that bug in Lethal Company that would cry.
Oh,
If you don't
yeah,
carry it.
Maneater. Yeah, Maneater.
Yeah, that one. He's a lot like that.
Yeah, only I don't think the dog will ever like just get big on its own. I think you have to piss it off enough, right?
Or ignore it.
Yeah. Let it get
You
angry.
ignore it long enough.
Let it get big time
eyes turn red.
angry. And there's Bella. There's the lovely old Bella, the trike.
That one is evil.
That one is evil. That one, like, fucking.
She's easy to avoid, though.
That one tricked the fuck
When
out of
she
me.
gets angry.
I was over there staring at it. I'm like, oh look, it was like the first game I think we played in the new update, and then I was like, well, look, there's a tricycle, and then it would come around the corner, comes a damn robe and takes me out immediately. I was like, this has to be a setup. This is the robe's new nemesis, new buddy, and it's there just to take you out, lure you in, bait you. A master baiter.
She's really easy to ignore, you know, but she's very persistent and just rides around, and it's hard to get rid of in that way. But you can do a lot of stuff with her in the room. Just as soon as she starts ringing the bell, you gotta hide.
Yeah, and I like that. You know, some of these monsters are avoidable, and they're just slightly annoying. You know, like they're not completely deadly. Not all of them are. They're just slightly little annoyance, and because not everything has to, you know, straight up be working to take you out. So
the chick is susceptible to strength at all. Neither is Elsa. So it doesn't matter how strong you are, you can't mess with them.
Yeah,
that's new.
I think the tick needs a bit of a debuff. I don't really know.
Yeah.
What it would do, because like if it latches onto you, you're just like immediately dead, especially early game.
Yeah.
Before you have any health upgrades at all, and then you can try to like knock it with items, but it's just very, very difficult to deal with. I feel like for how little it is, you just gotta do your best to avoid it.
It's a bit OP. Yeah.
And that's not always possible.
If it gets close enough to you, it's over.
Yep. It latches on, and then when it does, you're just kind of screwed. You're like, all right, take me out. Take me out to the bowl game style.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, cleanup crew. That's the one that throws ahead at you.
Oh, okay, maybe we did deal with that. I feel like maybe. I feel like I might have seen that, but not much. But I think that's pretty good because I'm looking at this monster list, and I'm like, we've played it for like 4 or 5 hours or so. since the update, and I don't think we've seen like all the monsters, like even the old ones, like come back around for it. And I think that that's good for shaking things up and making sure, you know, not every game is the same. When there was only a handful of monsters, basically,
Yes.
you kept getting the same ones all the time. There's only 4 maps in the game now, and it was rather repetitive quite a bit, but
Yeah.
now it shakes things up a bit more. So it's good to see. Now, Repo, the devs semi-work, they posted wanting input on what they should do with the next update. And so I guess I'll pose the question to you. What do you want to see in the next Repo update?
I would like a skill that actually is useful for either combat or just getting around.
That's fair. Basically, if they buff the ones we get or make them more tailored, should be fine. I know a lot of people said cosmetics, to customize your character and stuff, which would be pretty cool. I mean, obviously, I think like the number one thing would be a new map, but it's like if we're taking that out of the equation, there really don't need to be many more
Yeah.
monsters right now.
No.
Cosmetics is kind of like the only thing I kind of think of where that's like not in the game. That would be kind of cool to be able to customize your character and get things and just stuff
No,
to.
I feel like the avatars are just so plain that I've seen the mods that you can get for putting on outfits and stuff, but I don't know. I kind of just like the plain robots.
You know, it depends on the mod. I mean, like, what's wrong with putting a little top hat on the guy? That'd be funny.
Nothing. That's absolutely fine if that's what you like.
See, exactly. So I don't see any issue adding that stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Like when they were asking, what do you want to see next in the game? I'm like, well, you know, more maps would be great, but that's going to be kind of difficult, anyways, or more time consuming. So it's like if we're going for something that's like that hasn't been done, that's not in the game. I'm like, I don't know. Cosmetics, but kind of like the only thing I can think of. I think they've made good decisions on things. So we'll be curious to see. I mean, like maybe. Which it could go with like currency too with that and seeing how much you make, what you can put it towards. Like I don't know what they think about how that all stuff would work, but that would be pretty cool. Or even having like a lobby, well kind of like, you know, like Phasmo or the other side where you all load into a certain thing,
Yeah.
and then, you know, maybe you can customize that and add that. So instead of just sitting in the loading screen or whatever, as people come
Yeah.
in, that might be kind of fun. But that's
Yeah, that might be.
what I think about though with like when it comes to repo.
Yeah, they've already given us a very well thought out game.
Yeah, I think it's
I
still
don't
early.
know how much more they can add
I think
right now.
it's still in early access, and it's like really, I should just add a couple more maps or something and then just send it in. Like I've already
Yeah.
got my money's worth
Yeah.
out of this, so
Absolutely.
more than enough.
I've played so much.
Yeah, I got 200 hours played this year. It's probably like one of the most played games I've played this year. So will it make our top 10 games of the year list that we're gonna do later
Yes.
on in
Yes.
the year? More than likely, it will show up one way or another. But yeah, anything else you gotta say about the repo update? Definitely check it out if you haven't played repo. I think now's a good time to get back into it, or if you never played it at all, definitely recommend it.
Yeah. It has a new life now.
Yeah, still really fun game. And another game, of course, that had a major update, brand new map, Phasmo. Nell's Diner is officially out. Open for business. You can get your $1.50 slice of cherry pie. What were your first impressions on the map there?
I thought it was awesome. I especially the Easter egg. You know, I love those Easter eggs. It was a surprise that it actually, had a good layout. I was skeptical on how the layout would be and how that would affect, things like looping the ghost. But I think they did a fantastic job with that.
Yeah, I was curious how 13 rooms were going to work in a diner. 11 for the possible ghost room. I think it turned out pretty good overall. Pretty good. Really enjoy the map.
I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't have as much things to pick up as they did, like at, say, Bleasdale. There's a lot of stuff you can't pick up on this map. So I was kind of surprised because it seemed like they were heading in that direction.
You wanted to pick up that juicy hamburger.
A lot more.
That's all.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. I mean, there's still some interesting things you can pick up, just like the whipped cream. You can spray people with it. You can.
Oh yeah, that was surprising. I had the ghost room in the freezer, and it was doing that. I couldn't figure out what that was. But there's ice cream or whipped cream canisters in there that go off. It's so weird.
Yeah, well, it's pretty funny because I guess the ghost can set off the cell phone to have a ringtone that I don't think you can set off. But it was really funny because we were playing well, I say we, but it was a solo game. I'm playing APOC 3 challenges on it, 15 times difficulty, the day that it came out. And because I'm just that good at the game, of course. So we're sitting there. Of course, we can hardly move, can't sprint, can't do nothing. The ghost is super fast. And I wanted to say we had like a Moroi too, so it was even faster. And the ghost turned on the music, so you just hear like do 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 do, while like the ghost is like they're like running around trying to take you out as fast as possible. I can't think of the ringtone music offhand, but it was kind of funny. It's sitting there, I'm trying to complete the objectives and do all this and trying to make sure I don't die to the ghost super quickly, because if the ghost sees me, it's over, and you just have like this wag ass ringtone in the background. Like, what the hell was it? Like, I was thinking it was one of the arcade machines playing a song or something, but breaker was broken, so couldn't be that. But yeah, it was. They had a lot of cool stuff, and it's lit very well, which is odd because they've been, but I mean, Kinetic has been making everything dark. Like Bleasdale dark as shit, Grafton dark as shit. Nell's Diner though, like the lighting is very, very good, very well done. Even with no flashlights, I don't use a brightness filter with NVIDIA on my screen. I usually do when I'm recording the stuff or streaming so people watching can see better. But for my screen, I just play with the default stuff. So it was way nicer to come around and see, and that was really good. I think that really surprised me was they did have a pretty good looping spot. Now, I'm curious about it because I heard people say it sucks that you can't really loop the ghost visually and look at it while doing it. And then I was able to loop it around the kitchen, and I was like, why are people saying you can't loop it? But I guess maybe there's a place the ghost can like cut through the kitchen thing. I don't know. I didn't experience that. I was able to loop it standing up, gaining line of sight the whole time. And
because you're a pro.
Yeah, thank you. Good to see somebody else see that. But yeah, but other pros were talking about it too, right? Like it's people who are sweaty tryhards at the game like me that were saying this, and I was very confused. Very confused because I'd heard a couple people saying it, so I'm like, why do you say this? Like, well, the ghost, you can't loop it around that thing because it'll just like walk right through it. And I'm like, I didn't experience that. Like, I don't know if there was a shit was shadow patched, or maybe it was just a weird thing, or maybe if it just had like a certain angle, it could. I don't know. All I know is because I'm like, that's a far like island. It's not really an island. It was like your grill and whatever, just something in the middle there.
Yeah,
that you could loop around. But I was like, it worked fine for me. But I was surprised
Yeah,
they did that.
dining room tables, so that should be, I think it's a great place to loop. Plus, if you've got the counters in the front up, then you can loop it there, and it's a nice long place, so
Yeah,
you can keep an eye on the go.
unless the ghost slams the counter door down. Not
Yes, and you
today.
can't crouch under it. Could be death. Yes.
Yeah.
But
But
I saw a short with Justly today where he was looping it in the middle of the booths. So like he was just in the floor going around in circles.
yeah, one of those. I've never tried to do that.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
interesting. Interesting map. I really enjoyed it. I think they added a bunch of cool things with it. I don't have like really anything negative to say about that map. I think it was well done. It was cool.
Yeah.
Do you think they hinted at any new maps in there?
I wouldn't have any idea. I didn't really look around at
So
the
there's
stuff on the walls.
I can't remember if it's a photo or a news article they have of like Sunset Hotel. And they have another like circus carnival poster thing.
You're really hoping they do that, don't you?
I
I know you are.
I want an amusement park more so than just a carnival. I mean, you could probably put different, you kind of combine the two. But my question would be, would it be that obvious? Because that almost seems too obvious, you know? And
Not like Point Hope.
I mean, that was in the game for so long that I don't even know if they had the idea or they were just like, we're going to find this article and like, hey, let's just make it real type thing.
Yeah.
Versus, because then when they made Maple Lodge and they had the map 2.0, but I think they might have already said they were working on that map anyways. But it was like Nell's Diner was on a newspaper in Bleasdale. Like,
Oh, okay.
like on, like, mixed in with other things on a table. Like these stand out so much in the map that I don't like. Part of me feels like it might be too obvious, but
Right.
at the same time, I think a lot of people would love a carnival map, and I think a hotel like motel straight off of the kind of like where you would go next to a diner type thing, like a drive-in motel,
Right.
would be a unique and still pretty small map. Like you would just have each hotel room as a ghost room,
Right.
which would
Yeah,
be
I think that would be
cool.
likely next then. The
Yeah,
hotel. I think that would be next.
but is it too obvious?
No.
That's the. I think they said they were working on another new small map after this one, right? Or was this the one that they were talking about? I can't remember.
Well, I know you mentioned reworking the other map too, like Tangle and stuff, but that's all
Yeah.
I remember.
I know they said that they were doing a map that they had never done before, which was a small map. I think maybe it was the diner. It was released after that. I don't remember. They tease a bunch of stuff or say a bunch of things, and it takes years to come out with it. But I'm surprised at how fast they have released these maps and updates lately. I wasn't sure we'd get Nell's Diner this year, but we did. I think some people still think we're going to get character customization by the end of the year, but I'm like, I wouldn't be that crazy there.
Unless they've been working on it secretly for a while, no.
Well, they've teased it 5-ever, and I can't imagine that it's that difficult to do. I mean, maybe it is. I mean, it probably somewhat is, because I probably can't make, I can't make a game or whatever. But either way, I wouldn't expect like character customization to come with the Christmas update, the winter event, whatever they're going to do. Because I'd imagine that's the next big update in quotations, probably just the next thing, which I'm curious how they're going to go about the holiday trophy since we fully upgraded it last time. I don't know if it's going to be more upgradable or if it's just keeping it at 3 or what they're going to do. Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't expect much.
I don't either. It's probably just going to be kind of boring for older players, I feel like.
Another Krampus?
It's definitely going to be Krampus. It's going to be those Jack in the Box things. The question
Yeah.
is it just going to be like a new ID badge? Are you going to be able to upgrade the trophy anymore? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't really have room in the trophy cases anymore.
No. And this is, I think this is going to be the first event since they added the upgradable part to it to see what it's going to, how it's going to go. So I don't know. It's something to look forward to and think about, I suppose.
Yes.
Anything else with the Nell's Diner Phasmo update?
No, I've played it a lot, but I still don't feel like I've played it enough.
Yeah, it would have been nice if the van was a little bit closer to the door.
I agree.
But
I fully agree. Even the back door would be good.
yeah, which that way is very good if you're playing No Sanity. Because you can go right in the manager's office and hide. Which apparently it's that hiding spot is bugged, and I have no idea why people say it's bugged. They're like, well, CJ said it was bugged, so it is. Like, okay, cool. How? Because I can, people are acting like you can't die there at all. And I'm like, no, you can call the ghost there to you and it can get you. Maybe it just can't see you. But that's the point of the unintended hiding spot. It's just like with any others. I mean, whatever. People, a lot of people put in misinformation in the game. So
yes, that's for sure.
So there's that. But I'm sure CJ actually apparently said it on InSim stream. So I will fully agree it's bugged, but whenever you ask, or well, hell, whenever I've asked people who have commented how, nobody will tell me how. So
yeah,
this is just repeat information they've heard, and
it sounds like it.
I'm like, if you're saying that the ghost can't get you in this spot, you are doing some funky game breaking things. That's all I have to say. Because I tried it with the cabinet doors open, calling the ghost to me. Because when somebody says that honey spot's bugged, I think of it as the ghost can't kill you there at all, which is not true. The ghost can. I did it numerous ways and it still got me. So I'm like, I don't know what's bugged about it. Honestly, if the ghost can kill me there, I don't know what's bugged with it. It seems to be working fine. If the ghost can't see you because it can't path anywhere to where it can see you in that spot, sounds like a good hiding spot then, you know?
It does sound like a good spot to hide.
It's not a god spot, so. Oh, well. There is that. I think the last podcast episode we did went on with a lot of Halloween events, and we talked about 2 we had not got to yet, including one that had a game update, which was Deathwatchers. Deathwatchers also, they updated their game and have their Halloween event, which I think is still going on through tomorrow is when we're recording this. I think the 17th or 19th, somewhere around there. Doll Imposter was another one that we played. Doll Imposter, really quick, not really much to say about it. You just go find a pumpkin in the map. They did not have one in the circus carnival one. They had one on each one.
No.
But it was just one. It was in the same spot. You basically played 10 games. You got it. It's kind of basic. Nothing really special to it. I think you got like a special achievement or something in the game. It was what it was. I think they added some decorations or so, if I remember correctly. It's been a little bit since we played that, but
I don't remember at all.
yeah, I just remember the pumpkins, finding it same spot each map, other than the carnival. We played through each. It was fine. It was what it was. Doll Imposter, still a really good game too. Definitely recommend people checking it out.
Yes,
that's pretty much it with that. And Deathwatchers had theirs, which we haven't really done a lot with. We played it the one day. We played the update. It's love-hate relationship with Deathwatchers. Love the game. Problem was that their annoying 4 bug, which said was fixed, has not been fixed because we got it. We always get it whenever we play
Yeah,
this game. And
always.
I don't know why. I don't even think Swain's the developer really knows why. I guess he's just trying to change things. It's kind of annoying. I will say the good thing was they took out the Unity sprites with the ghost models. Like they also use in Phasmo, and he made his own, and they were really cool, really good.
Yep.
We never had a chance to play
That
the
was good.
UMB office. We're not do that mostly because we were trying to get the whatchamacallit Halloween event thing
The
done.
pumpkins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we were just going through because it's only on the Eccles Estate or whatever is the only map that has stuff that you find for that.
Oh yeah, the dolls. Oh my gosh, what a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the little.
Those things were way too well hidden.
Yeah,
We never did finish that because they were so hard to find.
yeah. We were also trying to actually play the game, which now well, I mean, I don't know. For bug is just extremely annoying. Which for those who might not have heard of
Yeah.
the game or didn't know what it was. So with Deathwatchers, it's a anomaly game where you're trying to spot changes in the map, but you're actually walking around the map. There's an entity trying to hunt you and kill you, and you're trying to find enough anomalies to match to different herbs that you need for the exorcism ritual. Now, the exorcism ritual is completely your choice. You don't have to do it. You just get more money and experience for completing it. Otherwise, you can just leave. You get money per anomaly you find. So, which if you are a newer player at the game, I don't recommend doing the ritual right away. Make some money, make some experience, buy extra stuff so it'd be easier later. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I should make a Death Watchers guide. I've been saying I should do that forever.
We should.
Because I have played this a lot, which is how I know a lot of things. But the thing is, you need 3 herbs for the summoning ritual to banish the ghost. You need 3 herbs and then find the item that was important to the ghost with what the herbs will tell you what you need when you put it into the journal. The problem is there should be only 3 herbs that match. So if one of the herbs say that you had 2 or more entity sightings and like 5 or more writing. If you have both of those, check it. You're good. That's one of the herbs. Problem is there is a bug in the game that will give you a 4th herb as a possible option. And you know it's a possible option because when you go to the end screen, it will match. So
Yep.
the same thing, let's say that there was no entity sightings and there was 3 or more blood. And you're like, well, we had that. You would go on your end screen, see that was good, but that herb was actually not the right one because of a bug. Because they gave you 4 possible options. So you're looking and you're like, well, I don't know which one's the right one. We had that happen. We've had that happen each of the last, I think, like every time we've played it, which supposedly
Yeah.
shouldn't happen that much anyways, as it is. But we get it like all the time. And
Yeah.
I love the game. It just makes it really annoying because the game can kind of be annoying.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit difficult to know what you're looking for, to log it. There's a lot going on that you're trying to look for. It can be kind of annoying, but like, what should I look for? What order? What do I need to be doing here? I can't find anything. What is this? There's a lot of that going on, and to have that on top of everything else just makes it a little bit frustrating. And,
Yeah, for sure.
And I really enjoy this game. I know we both do.
Yes.
And I want to see it succeed. I think it's a very unique idea because in a lot of these anomaly games, you either are watching for anomalies on a video camera, and things will get you. Or you're actively exploring the environment, but there's not anything actually hunting you. So there might be like creepy things that happen, but nothing is actively trying to kill you. This is a combination of both of those, which adds suspense to it. You're more on edge for things. And
Yeah.
it's more immersive than just sitting there clicking next camera, next camera. Oh, that dude's not supposed to be there.
Right.
Next camera. So
Right.
I want to see it succeed because it's really, really well done. It's just I wonder if there's way too much, and that's why there's these bugs.
Yeah.
Because which Swings the developer said that they're going to fix the tutorial because the tutorial is not that
Okay.
great at
No.
preparing you for the game. You kind of have an idea,
Not
and
at
then
all.
you go in and you're completely lost, and you're like, I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing at all. And that's the thing. It's each of the updates always says we fixed a 4 herb bug, and we always get it like the first game we try.
Yep.
It's just
Every
like,
time.
all right, not fixed. Not fixed. My thing is, I think we I think it has something to do, which me knowing nothing, probably not. Take this with an absolute grain of salt. I think it's kind of stupid how you can have, like, for entity sightings, for example, none, or you could have one or less. Because if you have none, one or
Yeah.
less works.
Right.
But I feel like it shouldn't be like or less. I think it should always be or more, like none or a certain amount or more. I think that would
Right.
fix it in my head. I don't know. Like I said, I've never developed game. I don't know nothing, but I feel like the less is what's really throwing a lot of the stuff off. Because if you just take that
Yeah.
out, it shouldn't be an issue. And like I said, I
Right.
know absolutely nothing. That's just a theory I have in my head. But
The or
I'm
less must mean a number that's not 0,
yes, but
because then it would say none.
yes, yeah. Or if it says or less, yeah, you're gonna have the exact's not gonna be 0, or that would be none. Makes sense, but when you're
It's just
looking
not
at the
clear.
results, or less still means 0.
Yeah.
Because when it checks it off, it's still 0. So I just feel like that's
Yeah.
just kind of the thing. As
Yeah,
for
but
the yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna say again, we both really like this game and really want it to be good. And every single time we get the 4 herb thing, it just kind of ruins the whole thing for us when we play.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels so unfinished. It's not. It's definitely playable, but if we play the map and then we get all the evidence, like we've gone to the end screen and seen that we've missed barely anything, and then completely lose the game because of that. That's very discouraging.
Yes. Yep. 100%. And the game is it can be frustrating early, as you're learning things. And if somebody is not patient, which is a lot of people in the year 2025, you're gonna have a hard time getting people to still play, which is a shame. We want the game to succeed, but like I said, there is a demo for this game. So again, we've done our reviews on it before. We've talked about this game before in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to succeed, but I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat everything that we play. It's a fantastic game. The idea is there. I think the 4 herb bug is really annoying and a turnoff for a lot of people, and or could be potentially. And you can make excuses for things because it's like, well, it's early access, so of course. But then again, not a lot of people think that way though.
Yeah.
So they see a game and it's going through things, but either way, I definitely recommend people check it out. The Halloween event itself, I mean, it's there was nothing really. They're annoying to find. They're really small. Is it worth getting? I think you just earn a Halloween 2025 completion plaque. You at least get a participation trophy for even trying. It does go through the 19th.
You know, I think it.
So.
Oh, okay, the 19th. Good. I thought it would be better if they actually let us see what they look like, because we had no idea what we were looking for, even with the little dolls. And we saw the bright green one first, so we're like, oh, okay, so they look bright green. And then later I found one that was the tiny witch.
Yeah.
And it blended in so well. Like, I was surprised I found it because it wasn't bright green. So I had no idea what we were even looking for. I feel like there's a lot of an issue with communication with this game. It's not very clear on the tutorial. Not very clear on, 3 or less being not the same as 0. It's not very clear. Certain things like the entity stuff left behind for the UV. None of that was really clear. We had to have the dev tell us what we're looking for. So I think that's the biggest issue for this developer, is making things clear.
Yes. Yeah, that is fair. Stuff we had mentioned before. Now they added an auto scan where you can just scan and it'll tell you what it is. You do lose a little bit of money, so at least with like those weird orbs that were like, what the hell was this? You could auto scan it and scan it and be like, oh, okay, so that's what that was. But you shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
In my opinion.
I agree.
Thing too with this, which we really don't play a lot, but it also has a mode in here where you do sit behind a computer and just scroll through the cameras, and the monster can still
never played that.
Get you. It's pretty fun, actually. I like it because sometimes you might hear like the monster breathing, and so then you have to check, and like the monster's there behind you, and you have to like shine your light on it so it'll go away and shit. Like,
it's scary.
Yeah, I've got scared a few times. I tried it out and it caught me off guard. So it's a really good game, and so there is a demo for everybody to try too, which I always recommend. You check it out yourself. I mean, I've played this game for 42 hours. So that's a lot. A lot more than others. So really enjoy the game though. Definitely recommend people check it out. The Halloween event, probably by the time this gets posted, it'll probably already be over, but there wasn't too much missed. Hopefully they just fixed the 4-error bug. And you played some games that I have not had time to play a bunch of stuff. Now we have played Escape the Backrooms. We have not played a lot of the new stuff yet. We kind of were playing through everything again, seeing like the updated graphics and whatnot. So we'll talk about that probably in the next episode, because we should be finished by that point.
Yeah.
But you played some other single games, so
yeah,
go through those with us.
Okay. Well, for my birthday stream, I saved a couple of super spooky ones. I played Visage and
I'm sorry, who?
the other one.
I'm sorry, who?
Visage.
There.
For you filthy non-French speaking people. Visage, and also Mortuary Assistant. That was a lot of fun. But the indie games I played so far without you, I got a really good group of games. Not a single bad one. The first one was Place by Pimp Game Studio. And I talked about this several podcasts ago when I just played the demo. And I remember saying it did not look impressive to me at all. But I tried it out because I just needed something else to fill in some time on my stream. Absolutely love this game. You're basically trapped in a concrete room, and there's buttons you can press and different things happen, and you're trying to escape. And you go from room to room to room, and it's kind of like a memory game where the buttons are still in the same place, but if you end up getting killed by something, you have to remember what you pressed and to keep progressing. It's a lot of fun. I do recommend that game. Also, You've Got a Package by Revolution Studio. That game was a trip. Did you get to see me play that at all?
A little bit.
I thought you were watching that one. That one
Yeah.
was so much fun. It's I don't really know how else to describe it without ruining the story. It's one of those games. But there's a lot of creepy stuff that happens. You receive a mysterious package at the door, and a lot of creepy stuff happens around your house. And I can't say anything more than that without giving away the storyline. So I would just say definitely check out this game. It's called You've Got a Package. It was very spooky, but also a lot of fun and humorous at times. Another one was Captured by Puck Games. This one was a this one was a smaller game. Basically, you're in a loop walking through a hallway, and in this house, all of the external windows and doors are missing. So you're walking through this loop of a house, looking through bedrooms, looking through bathrooms and the living room, etc. And you're looking for anomalies. And there are entities on the map trying to attack you while you do this. It was very frustrating at times, but very fulfilling. I think that one was a good game. If you're into anomaly horror, definitely check that one out. Also, anomaly horror was the next one. Anomalous Railroad Crossing. This one's by Liner Studio. And I'll tell you what I love about this game is that some of the anomalies are hilarious. They're very obvious and very amusing. There's also things trying to kill you, unlike most anomaly games of this nature. There are quite a few things that are trying to murder you, and they do quite often. My only complaint about this game was that anomaly games have two choices. Once you see an anomaly, they kind of take it out of the equation until you get all of the anomalies. And then they have the other option of just doing the anomalies over and over again until you get them all. And this game opted for the first one, which made it really impossible to finish. Because it got all of the obvious stuff out of the way first, and I ended up rage quitting on this one. But I do think it's a good game, and if you're into that, go check that out.
You rage quitting? No way.
It never happens.
You never rage.
Well, it was my last game of the day, and I was like, you know what? I need to go eat, and I'm sick of this.
You were hungry, you might say.
Yeah.
And you're also a clown,
Yeah.
so hey, if it's the next game,
No,
right?
I'm
Look
not.
look at that. Look at my transitions. Man, I'm a pro at this.
I know you are. Okay, the last one is called Clown is Hungry.
AKA Zoth.
I played this demo. Oh, shut up. I played this demo quite a while ago, and it is so funny. It is a really good game by Vitas Games. I highly recommend you check that out. Basically, you're just delivering a pizza to a ravenous clown that wants to murder you. And hilarity ensues.
Nice. We also managed to beat Devour, their new carnival map on hard mode. We beat their Halloween event. We got a pet pug. We got the special outfit for Nathan, I think it was. So Good on us. Big pat on the back to us. That only
Yep.
took us multiple hours, but we beat it in like 15 minutes, which is kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it
When we finally did
pretty
it.
easily.
Very
I like how Devour started out really hard, and we were like, "How in the hell are we going to do this?" And now it's like, "Yeah, we can do this.
yeah.
No
Once you kind
problem."
of figure it out, that game is well done. You get a lot of content too for that game, which we talked
Yes.
about in the last episode. We talked about the new update, stuff with that. So be sure to check that one out. Link to all these games will also be in the description and or the show notes. So yeah, that's it for this time. And thank you everybody for watching, listening, playing, doing whatever. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.